What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on Godzilla X Kong 3. No, that's not the official title, but we had Godzilla vs. Kong. Then we had Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire. So this will be the first Godzilla X Kong, meaning the third team-up movie, because the versus and the X just means and, so it is Godzilla X Kong 3. So, did one of the actors just confirm Space Godzilla? Finally, alien invasion? Because the aliens want to take over Earth, they need to take out all the Titans first. Oh my god, there's a plot leak that can't be true, even though it kind of is true. So, let's break it down. But first, if you're new around here, what the freaking hell are you doing? I bring the hype when it comes to everything Marvel, DC, Kaiju, Monsterverse, pop culture-based content. But I do it in an organic way. We don't fake shiz here. We do it in an organic way. We don't overhype stuff unless it needs it. Also, if you are new around here, subscribe. Check us out on Instagram at Warstu to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful voice. And also check us out on Twitter, +2J. Right, let's get into it. So, we've got a plot leak. Basically the same information we've put out, but it's actually a website saying it, so maybe it's true. And also, an actor has come out and said something on Instagram. And the wording has made me think maybe he's confirming Space Godzilla, an alien invasion. So Grant, the director, came out and said this on Instagram. Also, side note, it's funny when you've got more followers on Instagram than an actual Hollywood director. So Grant said this on his official Instagram. You may have seen the announcements, but you can always come straight to the source for delayed but accurate information. Stoked to get my chance to work with the Titan vet to the stars at the Dan Stevens. Gonna make up for lost time and share the cast of incredible humans we've pulled together to share the screen for Godzilla and Kong. And then he went on to confirm a bunch of the castings that we've already been over. But what is interesting is Dan Stevens went on to say something. He went on to say, tagged Grant, tagged Legendary, putting together an awesome team for the next Monsterverse movie. Caitlin, Jack O'Connor, he tagged them all. Watch this space. So does this mean that Dan Stevens is confirming that Warstu has been right all this time when I said Space Godzilla was coming? I'm not saying he is right, but why would he say space? So we have Jack O'Connell coming. We have the legendary actor that is Delroy Lindo. So it's cool that the actors are getting a name out there, even though some of these actors are a big name. As we know, Caitlin is going to be a major star because she's playing Abby on the season 2 of Last of Us. And if you've actually played, because let's be honest, The Last of Us has a lot of cutscenes. The Last of Us 2, Part 2, you would know that it's going to be epic. And also, a very huge role. And this does somewhat confirm the leaks are kind of true. Matthew Modine has also been casted on to a legendary Pictures role that is Godzilla X Kong. Not much is known overall about his role, but we do know a little bit. And he isn't the first Stranger Things actor to appear in a Monsterverse movie. As we know, Millie Bobby Brown also appeared. So what is his role? We don't know, but seeing as he's played a villainous role before, maybe he's definitely going to have a role at Monarch, or perhaps he might just be the parent's lead, but he's probably going to be some kind of dodgy character at Monarch for sure. His appearance, past roles have seen who he could end up being, and we know he's got some pretty good acting ability. The Hollywood Reporter is saying he's playing some kind of a general. So my guess would be he's going to be a corrupt general and will be some kind of lead into exterminating all the Titans down in Hollow Earth before an alien invasion. Okay, maybe not an alien invasion, but if we go by what Dan Stevens said, watch this space. It's in Space Godzilla. Space Godzilla confirmed. Yo, Warstu, shut up. You've been saying that for freaking... Yeah, I know, because eventually we're going to get it right. So, okay, I'm not really giving these people creditation because this comes from Toho Kingdom. Also, I've put out information out there about Godzilla X Kong alleged leaks, but this is coming from High on Cinema via SVV-Gazette.com. Okay, this is apparently the plot leak. Godzilla becomes antagonistic. The major twist this time is that Godzilla himself is set to become the primary antagonistic. His rage is fueled by humanity's interference in the natural order, leading to a full-scale war between Titans and the military. Shimo's cameo role, the rise of zombie Titans. The Titan Shimo will make a brief appearance, but will be subdued by some advanced anti-weaponry. Additionally, mechanized, reanimated Titans, including Scroll Claws, will be used as weapons against Kong and Godzilla, further escalating tension. Kong's struggle. While Godzilla leans towards war, Kong is conflicted. He initially shares Godzilla's anger, but struggles with whether to continue coexisting with humanity or reject them entirely. A major fight between Kong and the military in a city is said to be one of the film's standout moments. Basically, that is always the case. Roman Colosseum battle. Godzilla resting in the Roman Colosseum is attacked by the military and their mechanized Titans, leading to an explosive battle that devastates the city. Another city's gonna get blown up. Mothra returns. Makes a dramatic return, clashing briefly with both Godzilla and Kong. Unlike them, she refuses to abandon humanity and plays a pivotal role in convincing them that people are still worth protecting. Basically sounds exactly like what happened in the last movie. The epic climax and hopeful ending. By the end of the film, humanity begins taking steps to restore Earth's balance, acknowledging they need to coexist with Titans rather than control them. A return to the ancient harmony that once existed. So this is interesting because this basically has come from everything that we've said and everything that's going around the internet. But the McGovern is the egg that essentially is going to have baby Godzilla, baby Junior Godzilla. And some people seem to think this movie is going to reboot the Monsterverse. No, it won't happen. Even if they do introduce baby Junior Godzilla, the Toho contract will not allow Godzilla to die, even if lads and ladettes, they have another Godzilla. They will not let Godzilla die. Maybe he could be knocked out and be defeated temporarily, but they will not let Godzilla die. That is not going to happen. Now, whether these leaks are true, I don't know. But as I've said before, lads and ladettes, the information that I went over a while ago came from really reliable sources who literally showed me stuff, that literally images, videos that were not out yet, and then a few weeks later they came out officially. So make that what you want. So the film is scheduled to start shooting, as per report, in Australia, because when they shoot in Australia, they get a bunch of tax breaks just like they do in the UK. So then it doesn't really mean real plot leaks will come out when they start shooting. But seeing as a lot of this movie is going to be CG, so on and so forth, I don't know exactly how they do. I know how they do the Titans. It's mostly CGI. But realistically, if you go back to what was leaked from the last movie, we literally had a few scenes in a forest, a scene on a beach in Australia when something was coming out of the water. Realistically, this is not a Marvel movie. It's not a DC movie. When they film these Monsterverse movies, I mean, if you look how long they were shooting Legacy of Monster Season 2, there wasn't really much stuff that leaked, sadly, lads. The most important things are the Titans, and realistically, not much officially leaked. Yet, somehow, the leaks for Godzilla vs. Kong, Godzilla X Kong, The New Empire, were pretty much bang on the money. So it's never my job or aim to ruin movies, but as I've said before, this kind of information hypes the movie up, gets the Kaiju Monsterverse talking again about Godzilla movies, so it's always good for Kaiju Monsterverse overall talking about this kind of stuff. And does it mean there's going to be an alien invasion? Because obviously the alien space race, Space Godzilla Prime, is going to come down because he thinks that the government of Earth is trying to take over Hollow Earth and really they want to do it. I don't know, it just sounded cool in the title, but as I've always said, Space Godzilla come, like a lot of Titans could come. Gigan, Destroyah, Baileyton, Warstu, so on and so forth. But we know when it comes to Toho, they do charge a hell of a lot of money, and it's always about the money. Maybe they can make another new Titan just like Space Godzilla, but not Space Godzilla. But it is cool that we have a really talented cast. The boy Trapper, Dan Stevens, is back. Appears to be the only returning cast member, which is good for continuity. Caitlin is coming to the Monsterverse. Jack O'Connell. Dill Roy is coming to. Matthew as well. Pretty cool cast, to be honest. Pretty cool cast. And I hope the information's wrong. But seeing as I know where it's coming from, some of it is definitely true. So like always, lads, Please subscribe. Please check us out on Instagram. Join the channel page we have over there on Instagram. That would be much appreciated. And I will catch you in another video very soon. Catch ya later.